Hey there, it's Mark. I just did a review on this Red Planet transport, and it came with the Hot Wheels model Da Kar. It's not a new car, Da Kar. It's been out before. As a matter of fact, in the video, I used this sample to give an example of what the base would look like, because they put Da Kar on the base before. It's not on the base now. It has the toy number on the base, CDV 48. You can see it was produced in 2020 and 52. Hey, 52, the 52nd week, the last week of 2020. But it doesn't have the name of the car. Now here, get it, Da Kar. Plastic base, metal base. Yeah, we're going to be talking about a casting change. This was the first release. It has copyright 2002. Did they put 2002 here as well? You know what? I don't see the copyright. It doesn't matter. 2002 is when they copyrighted the model. So this was the first released, but really they put 2002 on the base for a while. Well, maybe they didn't. E30, here you go. We're going to take a look at this release too. It's easier to look at this one. E30, 30th week of 2013. Yeah, Team Hot Wheels. We're going to use this one today. To be clear, this is not the first release with the casting change. It looks like the change happened around 2015 in a Desert Force 5-pack. So I already showed you a main change. It has a plastic base now. I don't know when that happened, but there was a change in 2015. Like I already showed you. Plastic base, metal base. Let's take a look at the front end. You can see that base right through this slot right here. The only thing is, in the old days, this part would pop through the grill right there. That's the metal base. Well, it looks like it's the same, but it's not. That does not pop through. On the metal version, you can see one rivet here, or spun post. There is no other spun post. That's because when they went to assemble it, they took the metal part and half of it would tuck in right there, so it would hold on that side. And then in order to get the whole thing to stay together, it would be riveted, or that post would be spun. So this model is held together in two parts. It's held together right there, and it's held together in the front with that metal part. Nowadays, they want these all to be made by a machine really fast. So you can see it has two rivets or spun posts. It has to be able to, when they put it together, all the parts just have to be able to drop in. Nothing. They don't have no time to be, or they don't want to spend the time to do any tucking. So that means this part just slides right in. It doesn't poke through at all. It's behind it, whereas this one, it sticks out into that cavity just a bit, just enough to hold on. Now let's take a look at the rear end. You can obviously see that the exhaust has been repositioned. Right here, it looks like it's part of a black plastic interior. You can see the springs or shock absorbers. All this is one plastic part. Whereas before, look, it had that black part in there. You can see the black part underneath. That's like an interior. And I guess this was a separate part. There appears to be a slight change on the sides. See this little part that comes down? This is rather profound. It's almost like pointy. This one is kind of rounded. Now I'll zoom in. See, it's kind of pointy, and then you come to this and see how it's not pointed. It's not a big deal. It's just a slight change. Any change here? Let's see. Let me change this. Make sure we got the right angle. I don't see anything really that notable. Looking at it from a top-down view, it looks like this area is the same. If it's been changed, it's hardly at all. But the big change is up here. And that's why I'm going to bring in the Team Hot Wheels. It's a little harder to see with this one. But see how this is black? This is translucent. You can see through that little spoiler. Well, nowadays, this is all one part. It's just a black part. Now when I bring in the Team Hot Wheels version, it's a lot easier to see the difference, because that one part's green and only this part was black before. Remember when I said they just got to drop all the parts together? See how this overlaps right here? So if it's upside down and they're putting it together, this would catch, or that means they have to push this part through the hole and then lay it down. Well, now, see, they don't have to. Look, it's totally inside. They just have to drop it together. You see this pattern right here? The pattern is here. It's just hard to see with all the decorations. Let's get the first one. See, you can see it's there. You might have noticed it before without me even having to say it. You see this, since they put the tailpipe down here, when before it was up here, well, when it was up here, they notched the body for the tailpipe or the exhaust. And, well, they don't need that notch anymore because it's down here. So they just put the metal straight across. And this was kind of changed, I don't know, what, 2015 or something. And this was the first one, metal base. Well, there was a change in between. I don't follow every change of every car. Even though this one is the same as far as all the other things. Single rivet. This sticks out the top. This sticks out the top. Well, guess what? Metal base. Oh, this one was plastic. So it got a plastic base 7 years ago. This was 2013. So it's had a few changes. In the meantime, I definitely don't have time to make casting changes every time for every car. I have other videos to make too, if you know what I mean. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting. Bye bye.